Good morning, everybody. This is JD. I am in the 3rd Congressional District. When I went to vote, I got a rare shock. The congressional candidates I've seen all the commercials on weren't listed there. Instead, I had a different group. And they never campaigned. I didn't know Adam from Eve in that group. Except for I did know the person that was the incumbent was definitely not the type of person we should have in Congress. Period. So I did vote the other way. But because I'm in an area that is extremely, well, let me not say anything. It's just a rotten area for anyone other than people like my quote unquote congressman from the 3rd District in Virginia. Okay, bottom line is though, I'm not here to talk about how screwed up politics here in Norfolk is, the city of Norfolk. I am here to talk about the truth about the election. Plain and simple. I'm starting to hear what they think the message was. What was the message from this last election? We think the Republicans could do a better job? Truthfully, no. They already proved they can't do the job. Then why did so many people vote Republican? They didn't vote Republican. They voted stop. That's what they voted. Stop. Plain, simple, stop. Our nation was bleeding to death with the Nancy Pelosi Obama team. Our nation was literally dying. Our Constitution was falling. Everything about this country that made it great was being destroyed by the Nancy Pelosi Obama team. They did not hear nothing about the people from the Bush administration. They didn't hear nothing about the election. They took it as a go, we can do anything we want. The truth of the matter is, no, that wasn't the thing. And now the Republicans hear it as, oh, our agenda. No, that is not the thing. Our nation is bleeding to death. Got a very severe wound. All we did was put a tourniquet on the country. And anyone who deals with emergency medical treatment knows that tourniquet is the last resort to stop bleeding. It is one of the most dangerous to use and can very, very easily end up with severe loss of body parts. So what's the purpose of the tourniquet? To stop the bleeding. Until 2012, we sent in the surgeons to fix the problem. Bottom line is yesterday's election had nothing to do with one party or the other party being favored by the people. It has to do with the people have no choice. That needs to change. Libertarian Party, your name alone scares people. It doesn't sound like Liberty Party. It sounds like liberal. Democrats, extreme left. People tend not to check everything out. I put my hand out and welcome you if you wish all to merge with the Constitutionalist Party. But before you even consider it, read what the Constitutionalist Party is about. We're much more than just liberty. We're about the Constitution, serving the people, and being the guardian of the Constitution of the United States of America. If you, the Libertarian Party, can handle that, and that's an awesome responsibility to have, I welcome you for us to merge it together. But do understand, the Constitution of this party, presidential candidate for 2012, will be J.D. Prevost. I've had a lot of experience as a leader. I know how to lead. I do not know how to dictate. I do not know how to be a tyranny. Plus, I know how to develop and fix. I know how to get things done. But this video is about the election. It was a stopgap, not an approval of either party. The two-party system has failed our country and will continue to fail. We definitely need a very strong three-party system. The Constitutionalist Party will emerge and will grow. The Constitutionalist Party will become the third party. For those of you out there who voted, well done. For those of you out there who voted because you did some research, extremely well done. For those of you who didn't vote, listen to the news. And if you don't like what happens in Congress from this point on, it's your fault more than anybody else's. How do you expect a government to register your vote if you are so stingy you refuse to give it? All the excuses I have heard add up to nothing more than a total pile of bull crap. And I'll tell you that straightforward. None of yous who don't vote came up with a realistic or even an original, viable excuse. A lot of false accusations, a lot of false accusing, but what can I say? If you sit on your duff and do nothing, how do you expect to see anything but what is just around you? How do you have the right to say anything other than, boy, whenever I look at it, it's always the same old picture. It doesn't matter. Well, that's because you're sitting there and doing nothing and looking at the same old picture. It's time for you all to realize it's time to get out there and let your voice be heard. The stopping of the bleeding of the nation by a tourniquet is not fixing the problem. It's time to get together, research your candidates, look at what there is, and then decide. And yes, I will be the presidential candidate in 2012. And most likely, I will become the president in 2013. So now, you all need to listen. And for you who don't vote, get off that butt of yours. Look around. See what's real. Get out of that little cocoon you've been locking yourself in. Because you matter when you vote. When you don't vote, the political machines love you. Have a nice day. This is JD. Remember, this election was nothing more than a stopgap to the Obama-Pelosi bleeding this country to death. And nothing more. Had nothing to do with anything but the lesser of two evils. A tourniquet until 2012. Thank you all. Have a nice day.